Hey guys, wanted to make a quick video today about the glow plug relay on my 7.3 Powerstroke here. It's 2002. So just a quick note before you start, pull at least the negative terminal off of both your batteries because you're messing with electricity and you really don't want to get shocked by the always hot terminal on the glow plug relay. So basically, I went to start this a few days ago and started smoking under the hood, and I noticed it wasn't starting well recently. And basically, there's a couple videos already about testing your glow plug relay and glow plugs on YouTube, so I'm not gonna go into all that. But the front relay is your air intake heater relay, and then this back one here, which I already started pulling apart, that's your glow plug relay. This one's already been replaced. It's a doorman, and it started to melt. You can actually see the always hot side. So like I said, I was already starting to take this apart, but you know, these two wires here go to the glow plugs on the truck on that side. This power wire here is always hot from the batteries. And then you have your power and ground signal to the relay powered by the PCM when it requests the glow plugs to run. And basically what happened is the contacts weren't closing fully in here. And I mean, you can see it started melting. This terminal was the same color before, but it started melting this and smoking. Sorry for all the noise in the background, but it's a little bit windy and there's a lot of traffic on the road today. Anyway, so these are notorious for burning out. So there's this upgrade. I bought mine from dieselorings.com. It's the White-Rodgers relay. It's rated for way more continuous amps being drawn. And it's way more heavy duty. They say it basically will never burn out like these ones do pretty often. And it'll bolt on the same mounts. It's just gonna go in here about 45 degrees angled like this. And you'll have to put all the terminals back on. You know, the power coming in and out on the big two and the signal on the small two. Be careful not to over tighten and break those studs off. And they do say that it clears the drain valve on your fuel bowl. The only thing that I'm a little worried about is I have a CNC Fab 4-line fuel feed kit in the Valley, and I was hoping to put a fuel pressure sensor on the top of that T right there, but I'm thinking that's going to be in the way of this big relay now, so I'm going to have to either figure something else out or put a 45 on that fitting and shoot it that way a little bit to be able to get a sensor in there. But this is basically unbolt and bolt everything back in, and we'll see how it works. Just one other quick thing I'd like to mention here before I pull this relay out is this, since it's a little bit corroded and kind of got hot and started melting, I'm going to take some green Scotch-Brite here and clean that off. If that's not enough, I will go find some sandpaper, but I'm going to try just doing clean it up with Scotch-Brite first. One tip for installing the new relay. This isn't my idea. I actually saw it online when I was starting to look into this. So this stud back here has a 10mm bolt on it, and it's actually a 1/2 inch, at least it was in mine, for that front bolt in there. Well, once you put this new relay in place, you'll notice it's a tight fit and both ends are slotted. And because of how tall that stud is back here, you're actually going to want to install this bolt loosely and then slip the slot underneath of it and then tighten it down. Otherwise you will not be able to get this on and get a socket on top of it. And then install this bolt second, and you'll barely be able to reach that, but you'll be able to do it. So gotta pull this back out and, you know, start this by hand, and then, you know, get it screwed on as far as you can and still be able to slide the relay into it basically, so you don't have a lot to do with the wrench. So I have found you have to get a little bit creative with getting a wrench to fit down on that bolt as well. My ratcheting wrench is too thick to fit down on the head of that, and my sockets aren't giving me a whole lot of flexibility to get down in there. And you can see there's actually a screw on the strap of the relay right behind there that kind of makes it too fat to put the 12-point end of a regular box end wrench on it. So I am currently going straight down on the top of it, which is hard to get a good view of, but like that. I'm using another wrench as basically a T-handle to turn it because I can't get anything else to tighten that, but that seems to be working so far. pretty well. All right, it is installed. I got everything on there. Some of these are a little bit snug, but you can kind of see how I've routed the wires. Sorry, my hands are shaking a little bit. It's pretty cold out. It's actually 29 right now. I'm leaving the glow plug cycle, but nothing's smoking anymore, so I'm gonna say it was probably a success here. That bolt was a real pain to get tight. Probably gonna cycle the glow plugs one more time and see how the truck cranks up. Been sitting for almost a week here, and again, 29 degrees outside right now. All right, it didn't quite fully cycle a second time, but we're gonna give it a go here. Perfect. Like I said, sitting for nearly a week, and it's 29 out.